So hello everyone, welcome to the disaster area that is the shop. So absolutely, next to nothing has happened in the last 6 weeks since an accident. Just a little bit of an accident, nothing too significantly major. But it was bad enough that it shattered my collarbone into 4 pieces, and that's where I've been. I've been just taking it easy and letting the bone heal. That's long and short of it. So basically, what happened is I was out with my friends. We rode to the lake, and I was just kind of playing around, doing some low-speed maneuvering in the parking lot. And I slipped, and I started, sliding off one side of the seat, and my brain just did that automatic, stop yourself from falling, which resulted in me pulling myself up with my right hand, and in the process of doing that, pulled the throttle wide open on the KTM. Yeah, the end result is I got body slammed into the earth with a 600-pound motorcycle landing on top of me. So I had a significant bruising in my entire right side, my chest. I fractured many ribs, and then the collarbone itself exploded into 4 pieces. So the end result is that I have a cool new piece of hardware. I have a pretty gnarly new piece of car. But it's been 6 weeks, and I just had a checkup yesterday with the doctor, and he says it's going to be about 6 more weeks before I can actually start to do anything significant, lifting weights and riding motorcycles and stuff like that. And albeit in the past, I always jumped right into doing stuff like after my surgeries, probably way too soon than I should have. And the result of that is, not always healing well. Like my carpal tunnel after that surgery ended up being worse than before the surgery. Mainly because I was working and I had to get back to work. I didn't have the luxury of taking my time and relaxing, which I am doing now. So it has been long enough for the bike, I think. So it needs a few repairs. I'll show you what the what happened with it here. So on the engine bars, or the engine guards, or the whatever you want to call these things, they took the blunt of the damage, as they should have. So landed on this side. The bike slid about 40 feet, as you can see here. Almost completely went through the lower bar, the upper bar. And it pushed these all the way over to the left side of the bike. So it was rubbing up against it was actually pressed up against the plastic right here. So you can see the side of the tank took a little bit. The handguard here broke, and when that broke through, it actually damaged my hippo hands. These guys right here. So it punctured a big old hole through one of those, and it bent my brake lever. It got bent pretty bad, and that pushed it up against the case here. Other than that, the bike actually fared very well. In fact, I probably would have ridden it home had it been my left side. But because I couldn't lift my arm up enough to actually reach the bars to operate the throttle, I ended up having to wait out at the lake until help could come. So I took it. I knew it was broken like as soon as I came to, because yeah. So when I hit the ground, it was with enough force that it actually completely knocked me out. I blacked out for. I couldn't say. It was probably a few seconds. From what everyone around me says, it was maybe 15, 20 seconds that there was no response from me. When the lights came back on, I could hear everybody in my helmet. Like, because we were all suited up. We were ready to leave, and I was just, being dumb, playing around. I don't know. Not really being dumb. I mean, it's... shit happens. That's the motorcycle life. Is there's two kinds of people: those that have been down and those that haven't been down yet. And funny enough, this isn't actually my worst accident I've ever had. It is the first one where I've actually significantly broken a bone. All previous have been like ribs or small fractures. But yeah, the bike is okay. I have the new engine bars. I have all the parts already. So I will be installing the new bars. Pretty. So those will go on. I've got the new hand guards. I will be putting these guys on there, which are the Pro Bend Cycro bars. So these are actual metal guards. A little better than the plastic. And then I've got my new Hippo hands. Here's my new brake lever. I did not get that finished because I ran into an issue with my air compressor. I actually had to fix that today. So it was not working. It turned out to just be the switch assembly. There's a plunger in there that makes contact, and it breaks the contact when it hits the appropriate PSI. Well, it had gotten stuck, so I fixed that up. I have my air again, so now I can get back to work. I'm gonna do like my full air cleaner service and everything while I'm at it, and the bike is down. And while technically I could start riding in the next week or two, the doc says I'm probably okay riding as long as I don't crash. I'm gonna stick with that idea, that mentality. So, but of course, the bike's been sitting for 6 weeks, and I did not have a battery tender to hook it up to, which the battery's been pretty much on its way out for like the last year. It's the original 2016 battery that's in this thing as it is. So I went to start it up a couple days ago, and I turned the key on, and it's just like brrr. The dash barely came on, the fuel pump barely like squeaked. I'm like, oh. So I had to go buy a new battery tender because I forgot that we loaned ours out like last year, and that's what happened to it. So I bought a new one, put that on there, and it brought the battery up. I mean, it came up to 13 volts, but as soon as I hit the starter, it's just like, wow. So yeah, that one out the door. But on the plus side, I now have this guy. It's so crazy. This does not feel like a real thing. It is just, it's crazy how, where's my, I gotta figure out how much this thing weighs. It's like stupid light. Where is my scale at? Here we go. £2, 1.6 ounces. 2 pounds. That's oh, that is hilarious. So yeah, that's where everything stands at the moment. So I'll have a couple of videos coming up in the not too distant future. So probably Monday-ish. I'm gonna start actually doing the work on the bike, and so I'll have a video installing the new handguards and how that goes and whatnot. Yeah, completely forgot my train of thought there. It just evaporated on me. Yeah, so we'll have a video installing the new handguards, and I don't think we really need a video for the battery. I mean, it's just a straightforward swap. So you take the old one out that's hiding under here. So we take that one out and we put the new one in, and bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, let's make this video worthwhile. That's what we'll do. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do the battery install. So the other purpose of this video is I wanted to test so I got a wireless lavalier microphone set up, rather than trying to rely solely on the old shotgun mic that I've been up until now. Kind of hoping to, utilize this guy. Maybe get a little better audio going on. It's so nice having my air back. Granted, I only didn't have it for like a couple days, but still, it was annoying. No, good break. We don't want those guys making contact with anything. Okay. And out we go. Out with the old. There we go. There we go. Okay. One down, one to go. What do you know? Another nut. I was over there looking for the other bolt. Whoops. All right, well, let's see. Ooh, shiny. 12.6 volts. Let's see how it... Oh, it works. It's working. Cool. So I made this yeah, I made it into kind of a upgrade video. Ooh, there you go, turn the vent on. So yeah, since I can't lift heavy things, it means that everything on the Brat has been put off for at least 6 more weeks. So it's going to be probably around February-ish before we get back into working on that. And it's also about the time that Barry's supposed to be back from his... So he's out on his initial first run right now. I think he left a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago, something like that. So he's already in the southern states, headed east, last I heard. So maybe Texas-ish, somewhere around there. So it'll be a minute. There's not going to be a lot of activity on the channel until I get that go-ahead. I can start, working like normal. Because yeah, throwing around a couple Dana axles and an entire truck and building an entire suspension, yeah, that's not exactly light work. So if you're new to the channel, I hope you'll stick around, hit that subscribe button, hang out. First of the year, things will get much more exciting around here. And for everybody that's been waiting and hanging on, thanks for your support, and I will try and heal up as fast as I can. So until then, stay safe, have fun, peace.